What's up guys, welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be looking at strings in Python. If you don't know what a string is already, a string is basically anything in a quotation marks. Let me show you what I mean. So let's say we got a variable and we'll call it hello. Now this is a string since it's in quotation marks. We can add integers which aren't strings, but as long as it's in quotation marks, this will be a string. Great. If we want to find a length of a string, we'll use Python's built-in function called length. Let's print this. Great. So let's say we had a space here and we said, hello Bob. And we printed the length. Now we get return 9. You might be wondering, why wasn't it 8 since there's only 8 characters? Well, you see, when Python calculates the length, it includes the spaces as well. Just as a quick side note, in case you're wondering. Great. So let's say you wanted to get certain characters from a string and print them out. This is how it will be done. Print. And let's say you want to get h. You would put in index 0. Now you might be wondering, why did I put in 0 instead of 1, since h is the first letter of the word? Well, you see, in Python, the first index is 0. It goes by index 0, then index 1, index 2, index 3, and index 4, and so on. We can also print more than one character from a string. So let's say we want to print the first 4 characters of a string. We can do this by 0. Now this will print the first 4 characters. Great. Now you also get negative indexes. So as we discussed earlier, h is index 0. Therefore, index -1 will equal O. Index -2 will equal L. Index -3 will equal the first L. Let me show you how this works. There we go, we got back O. -2, we'll get back an L. Great. As you saw, we got back the L. Now let's say we want to add 2 strings to form a new variable. So let's do that. Variable 2, we'll say, call it Bob. Let's create a third variable, call it variable 3, and it will be equal to variable 1 plus a space plus variable 2. Now let's print variable 3. Great. Sorry, not great. I made a mistake. It should be variable plus variable 2, not variable 3 plus variable 3. Great, we got hello Bob. Okay, let's say the second variable was a number. So let's say 1, 2, 3. And now let's see what result we get. There. It's given us this error because we can't add a string and an integer. We can either add an integer and an integer, or they both have to be string. We can change this by either making this a string, or let's say variable 2 is ever changing. So let's say it's an equation and you got +5. And then plus another 6. You can't make this into a string now, or it wouldn't add these numbers together. So that's why we can put str in front of variable 2. This will convert it to a string. Sorry. There we go. Hello 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Another important aspect of strings in Python is string formatting. Let me show you how it's done. Let's create a fourth variable, variable 4. And we're going to go, hello, my name is Ben. Sorry. We'll put curly braces there. And I am curly braces. Years old. Great. We'll put dot format, and then in our first curly braces we're going to want the name, any name, so let's say Simon. Second curly braces we're going to want the age, so let's say 12. Save. Python string .py. Sorry, I forgot to print this, so we are unable to see the results at the moment. Print variable 4. Save. Python strings.py. Great. Hello, my name is Simon and I'm 12 years old. Okay, let's discuss this further and how it actually works. So in the first curly braces, the first parameter in brackets will go there. Second parameter will go to the second curly braces. Let's say we had a third parameter. Now the sentence won't make sense, but it's just for an example. Okay, there. You see all's added. Let's say we only had 2 items in brackets. See, we get an error because we got 3 curly braces but only 2 in brackets. But our curly braces always have to match the number of parameters. So we'll take this curly brackets out to make it work again. Great.